Peace and greetings. What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the next video. And this is going to be on the sign of Gemini. Gemini, the third sign of the zodiac. Now, Gemini is an air sign, which means it's a communicative sign. Most Geminis that I know do talk more than the average person. There's nothing wrong with that though, because Geminis, they usually have some pretty good conversation. Like, and you never really get bored around a Gemini. You know what I mean? Like, this is also one of the funnier signs. Always cracking jokes, always got something interesting to talk about. Always got a interesting perspective on something. You know, they always got a comment on something going on, like anything going on in the world or in the neighborhood or anything that come up. A Gemini is always gonna have some kind of comment. You know, have something to say about it. You know what I mean? And so this is one of the key things about Gemini that most people notice. Geminis also are very skilled. You know, they have a lot of different skills that they into. But the negative thing is, you know, a lot of times Geminis learn a lot about a whole lot of things, but they don't learn a whole lot about one specific thing. It's like they don't take time to master completely one thing, but they might know a whole lot about, but they might know a little bit about 30 or 40 different things on the surface level. So I would recommend Geminis to cultivate some discipline, you know what I mean, and like really learn how to stick with something, you know what I mean, and see it all the way through instead of touching it on the surface then moving on to the next thing. Because Geminis, they get bored real easily. If you ever watch a Gemini, they always be moving. They seem real nervous, always like, moving their hands is moving, or like moving their feet, shaking their leg or something. You know what I mean? Like, it's real hard to get a Gemini to sit still, long enough, to do anything other than have a conversation. You know what I mean? And even in that, they steady switching topics, on to the next topic, on to the next topic. So they're real fidgety people. If you pay attention, they always like talking with their hands too. Like if you see a Gemini in a conversation, it'll look something like this. The hands are steady moving. But that's just their style. Gemini actually rules the lungs and the arms as well in astrology. So there you have the arm movement. Geminis is also very clever too. You know what I mean? Like very smart, very intellectual sign. Like they do have potential to to become some of the smartest people, if they cultivate that that discipline in their studies. On the negative side as well, they can become very disorganized. You know what I mean? Like kind of scatterbrained. Like if sometimes like a Gemini, they might like their desk might be real messy at work, or might go over their house and they got stuff scattered everywhere. They might have books. You know what I mean? Just all over the place. Their notes might look kind of sloppy because their mind is always moving. And so being that their mind is always moving, they're moving with it. You know what I mean? And it's really hard for them to settle down. Like they have a lot of nervous energy. Now in astrology, the god Mercury rules Gemini, and it was the god of like he had wings on his feet, and he would like travel from place to place, bringing information everywhere he went. But also, Mercury was a trickster. You know what I mean? Like he was real slick and deceptive. And on the negative side as well, Geminis can be liars. They can be real deceptive, if you're not careful. Like because they have that gift with words, and they're so good at talking. They know exactly what they want to say, how they want to say it, and they can do it so quick. You know what I mean? They can literally talk circles around people. if you The only match for Geminis, I would say, is the watery people, like Scorpio in particular, Cancer too, and Pisces. You know what I mean? Because like if they can like try to get over with what they saying, and they can make it make sense. But if you got a strong intuition, you can really see right through the games that they're trying to play. You know what I mean? But it still wouldn't be no use arguing with them, because they, like, in argument, they have a way of making you look real silly. So I mean, I think it's all in how you deal with them. Hopefully, like, you know the Geminis, like, hopefully they learn how to use their gift for words in a positive way, instead of using it to deceive people and get over, just because they have the ability to talk real fast and speak real smooth with words, and don't use it for the negative but for the positive. You know what I mean? So that's my video of Gemini. I'll be back next with a video for Cancer. Thanks.